What you wanna do?
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Tips, Tricks, and Tuts. And well, I kind of messed up my track a little bit. Like it's it's not too bad, sort of thing. I do need to realign that text somewhere else. But that's what I want, sort of thing. But I figured, since I'm gonna redo it, or attempt to, I figured I'd do a recording and show you Syntheyes. It's a 3D tracking program. So it's like Boju, but a little bit different. Actually, a lot different. And maybe I could help you out a little bit on how to use it. Basically, it's like really simple. So since I don't need this anymore, I'm just gonna exit that. I don't want to save it. And here it is. And I'm just gonna reopen it. Just gonna open. And I'm just gonna go to my D drive, my files, my new folder, click OK, and click no on that. Use float. Float does use a lot more memory. Yeah, just so you should know. Make sure it's on square, and I think that's it. Make sure you got your frames per second right as you export it. Another thing to use is try and keep it so you're using image sequences rather than video. Yeah, I don't know how to really say it better than that. And as it's doing, it's just caching all the frames. You can move this if you want, but what's it doing? It's just going to cache all the frames, so that's okay. So when that's done, which won't take too long, it's going to hit auto and then move on from there. So here we go in a few seconds. And yes, auto is probably the most easiest way to do it, and then try and clean it up as much as you can after it's done it. Like I said, this is not an advanced tutorial, this is very simple. Oh, so that's done. Okay, so as we were before, as you see, it's made all these points. Now, if you probably won't at first, especially if you just installed it, are these little red and blue lines. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Well, shit, I don't know how to explain it. The red is the time it has left on it, and the blue is how much time it's sort of got, sort of thing. So if you watch, the blue sort of runs out, and the red sort of, yeah. Anyway, to bring that up, just right click and click on view, and you'll see show tracker trails, and you've got other options in here as well. Okay, so what's next? Right, so this little this value over here where my mouse is pointing, if that is like 5 point something something something, then you want to try and get to that low as possible. Not too low, but right now 4 is okay, but I'm gonna try and clean it up a little tiny bit more. And well, instead of going through here and checking them out and going eye to eye all the time and just losing my mind, I'm just going to try and do it the auto way, sorry. Just got to click on track and click on clean up trackers. Alright, so we got 2 high error trackers, and so I might just decrease that a little bit. Just click and drag, so that, and hit select. So that's where they are. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to click fix, and it's going to remove them. So yeah, and it's going to click solve again. Click OK. Now the tricky bit is well, finding the floor, and for me the floor is around the stairway, because that's where I want my text to be, and this is where I kind of messed up last time. I don't know 100% for sure, but alright, I'll try and explain it on the way. So click on the coordinates here. Alright, so we need to find like the origin, where it's like the center point sort of thing, which I kind of want to. You know what? I'm just going to pick that, and then for the sort of X, I'm going to try and pick. So I'll pick that, and then let's see what this does. Let's click yes on that. Click OK. Okay, now as you see, it's got a camera. It's gonna show us where it is, and yeah. Anyway, this is where it's gonna happen. And alright, now exporting. How far are we in? 5 minutes. It's not too bad. Hopefully you're keeping along. I'm not going too fast. If you have any questions, just ask below, and I'll try and help you out as much as I can. Alright, so exporting. Now, Syntheyes, the version that I have, does not have Cinema 4D in this list, but has a lot of other programs that you can export out to. By default, Cinema does take Lightwave Scene. I think that's how you pronounce it. So you can easily export to that and then drag that right in, and Cinema will recognize it without any problems. So I'm going to click on my documents, export, and see, I've got that one there. So I'm going to click save, replace it, yes. Now I'd suggest leaving these by default, and that unless unless you want to change the millimeters, centimeters, meters, kilometers, and all that. It's up to you. I'm just going to click OK, and then I'm going to open up Cinema, and click on File, Open, and click on, where is it? Part 2. Yeah. Now the scale. Now this you probably want to raise up to about 1,000. If you by default it's 10. But the text is really small, or whatever else you got to put in there, you have to scale it right down. So yeah, I'd suggest trying it and then just reopening it and putting it to 1,000. Let's click OK, and then the next bit is fairly simple, just like on our previous tutorial with Boju. Load the image, select, go in here, animation, calculate, turn off the specular, unless you like that. Just click on the background and drag that there. Let's put in the text, and then as you see there, it's fairly straight. I'm gonna have to readjust it, but that's not too bad, I guess. And I'm gonna have to do a bit of other stuff in After Effects to fix up, as it's kind of swiveling around. And I did try and put some text there before, but I had a hell of a lot of trouble because this camera does some sort of weird movement when I recorded it. Doesn't want to move, do you? No. Let's charge up my hard drives. Alright, so here we go. Let me just put on. Let's take off these. Here we go. And then you see it kind of goes in and just flips all the way around. So yeah, I had a lot of trouble fixing that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little tut and give you a bit of understanding of Syntheyes. If you need anything else, just let us know and we'll try and help you out. And I think that's it. Yeah. So good luck.